I cannot speak because my hands start shivering. I cannot raise my hands in a meeting because I know that they will think stupid of me. I cannot dance because I know I cannot dance. What will others think of me? What will others think of me? Hi friends. Last time we spoke about the principles, character, how to build principles based on characters and personalities. But today I'm going to bring in a new topic, a topic which will be very close to your heart, both for young as well as for the old. Very often you say, I cannot come onto the stage because I cannot speak. My hands shake. I cannot climb the height. Or sometimes you say, I can't do that because I'm not capable of doing it. What will others say? With these kind of fears and phobia, we refrain ourselves from doing many things. The question to you is, where did this thought come from? Who told you about it? It's all about you and your belief. Let us understand one thing. You are not your belief. A belief comes out of the deep impression that happens every now and then. It's a deep-seated idea that has been instilled or planted in your mind over a period of time, and you have created an image about yourself. It's nobody to tell you. It is you who has told it. So going back to my first topic where I talked about a thought, the thought leading to action, action leading to habit, habit forms your belief. Whether it is good or bad, you are the judge to it. The minute you keep on affirming yourself to say that I can't, I will not be able to, it just gets embedded in your system, especially in your brain, to say that I will not be able to. So it is this belief system that really stops you from doing anything, moving ahead. Even in a meeting, if you're asked a question, you don't want to raise your hands, though you know that you know the answer, but you don't want to because you know, what will others think of me? Or even to ask a question, how stupid it is for me to ask these questions in front of many. These are kind of thoughts that goes and get seated in your mind as a belief system, which has been nurtured through environment, especially from the childhood. You know what happens in the childhood? When you're a baby, if there is a stronger person to say that, don't do this, don't do this, do that, do this. So what happens is your mind gets wired around this belief system to say that I cannot, I will not. So this belief system is something that really kills our creativity, our personality, kills our own self in the bargain. This is why many of us fail in our endeavor. We are so scared of starting a business, scared of writing an exam. All this fears comes through the beliefs that you have been carrying on over a period of time. In fact, I still remember a beautiful story or an anecdote that a friend of mine told. He himself was a doctor and his wife was suffering from a burning around her throat. With the kind of information through the Google search everywhere, she believed that she is suffering from cancer. And when she discussed it with her doctor husband, he said, listen, if you don't believe me, if you don't believe me, let me take you to another. He just took her to an oncologist and the x-ray was taken and went through all the kinds of tests that had to be done. And at the end of it, the doctor just called this person to say that I would like to talk to you, because both being in the same profession, he took the doctor aside and he was speaking. So the wife construed that it's that she had cancer and that her husband was hiding it from her, not only her husband, but also the doctor to whom he was speaking to. So where did this come from? Ultimately, it wasn't a cancer at all. So this is exactly what I'm trying to say. We plant the belief system in our own mind, and that it just goes on into a subconscious mind and takes a turn wherein it's going to be very, very difficult for you to change. But the good news is you can always change your belief system. Want to know how? Watch out for the next video.